Good day, everybody. It is currently the 3rd of March, 2014. Meteorologist Robert Spetta here with you today. And of course, the main topic is Tropical Storm Faxai, continuing to move off here towards the north, just towards the east of Guam and Saipan. I know it has been a long time we've been talking about this storm system, but at least as far as the forecast is concerned, today it is finally coming to pass. It's going to be moving off there towards the north, missing just towards the east of the Mariana Islands. So some good news there. Before I get more detailed in on that, I do want to remind everybody that we have the whole Westpacw weather team here at westernpacificweather.com, and it's not just myself making these video updates. Please do check out meteorologist Mike Adcock's updates. His handle on YouTube is Senior Pepper. He makes really great and detailed video analysis on these tropical systems. Plus, over the weekend, weathercaster Adonis put together his daily satellite analysis, and then this morning, meteorologist April Ferez probably unspooked a lot of you here, because I know that if you were in Okinawa, you were woken up around 5 a.m. by a pretty intense shaking, a Shinto 4, 6.6 magnitude earthquake. Good news, Japan is built for this type of stuff. So 6.6, about 100 kilometers offshore. It's not going to cause any damage, and plus this was not a type of earthquake that would generate a tsunami, and that's really the bigger problem you would have to worry about with this scenario. So there was no tsunami, and she put that out there. See that, got a lot of shares on Facebook, and definitely good news, because especially for people that are new to Japan, I know there's a lot of military there. When I first came, earthquakes definitely spooked me. After about 5 years, you get used to it. So thanks again, April, for posting that up. So let's talk about what else is going on out here. I do want to quickly mention down towards the Philippines, videographer James Reynolds, currently in Tacloban, or actually he's leaving Tacloban. Himself and two other videographers there, Josh and Mark, are putting together a documentary. Something to look out for, too. They were the people that just were inside the middle of Typhoon Haiyan back in November. They went back 100 days later and talked and met up with a lot of people, and that is something I definitely am looking forward to seeing, is their whole analysis, and just that whole event was just absolutely incredible, and the video they got was amazing. So let's talk about our storm system here, and first starting off with the track, the official track from JMA, and right now winds about 45, gusting up to 65 knots here with Tropical Storm Faxai moving off towards the north, just towards the east of Guam and Saipan. And let's zoom in on this, and you can see Guam, the Mariana Islands over here towards the west, and it really is only going to be bringing you some breezy conditions here today. Scattered showers very well likely. I mean, at this time you can see the whole visible imagery, and we do have a dry air wrapping around it. A few thunder shells popping up in the outer bands off towards the north, and this really is kind of passing thunderstorms. It's nothing too intense. A few of these could be carrying some straight line winds, and we have been seeing I did see wind reports at Guam International up around 50 to 60 kilometers per hour. So it's approaching tropical storm strength at the very least. But the bulk and the worst of it is down here towards the southeast. And right here, this is that core center of circulation. Excuse me. This is that core center of circulation, and that's where you're seeing those sustained winds much, much higher. So the good news, this is going to stay out to sea and continue the track north away from Guam. And we just pull up the MSL. No, that doesn't really work very well. Away from Guam. So what else is going on here right now? Well, we're going to continue to watch that move towards the north. The Guam National Weather Service has issued high surf advisories, and I think this is going to be the biggest problem with this, if you are on the Mariana Islands, is waves up to about 10 to 14 feet high along the northern and eastern facing seaboards of Guam and Saipan. And we can just pull up the Wave Watch 3 model right here. Sorry, I slipped through a couple of their models there, and really going through the next 24 to 48 hours, you can see those areas in the yellow. That's indicating about 15-foot high waves. So it's just not a couple of days you want to venture out to the ocean if you're out here. If you're a surfer, I know it sounds tempting, but probably a little bit dangerous. You want to wait for some good swells to come in or something like that. Vice these are just going to be choppy, pretty nasty waves. And then our storm system's going to continue to track off here towards the north. I know I'm getting a lot of people asking in the Philippines, well, head in your direction. Well, here's the Philippines, and here's the storm, and here's the outlook. whoosh, out there away. It gets picked up by a trough coming off of Japan. You can see it kind of hook it and pulls it northeast, and it's gone out of the picture. Northeast monsoon really is dominating the Philippines forecast for the coming days. As far as Guam, it will be rapidly improving as we go ahead into your Tuesday. Still a little breezy, but I mean, this is by Tuesday evening right here, and then we just watch her move away, and it's basically over after that. So Tuesday and the Wednesday, this is going to be long gone. And unless you're a ship out here, that's the only people I think would be worrying about this. If you are some sort of vessel out and about. Good news also is improving conditions for Chuuk and really much of Micronesia. You have been looking at, this is the past 7 days of rainfall. Some areas have seen up about 500 to 600 millimeters of rain. Thus, this has brought, reports of mudslides in Chuuk. The good news, and what we were fearing at first, and it didn't come to pass, was this whole area in purple would be removed towards the northwest over Guam. It didn't happen that way. It stayed offshore. That's where the heaviest rain showers were. So you're just watching this one move by. So that is really all on that one right now. I mean, what else we got going on? Well, at least off towards the north, we did see some wintry precipitation across much of Japan over the weekend. That's continuing to move towards the northeast, though, and that's the same system that is going to be fish hooking our storm and pulling it off there towards the north. High pressure will be dominating. There is another system by midweek that's probably going to bring some widespread rain showers, even some flurries in the higher elevations across Japan as that one does move across. Northeast monsoon will continue to dominate for the tropic zone. We're still looking at the problem of air pollution in northeastern China. That's another thing to keep in mind. But I'll show you the Manila forecast, the Manila 4-day forecast at the very least, and here it is. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures up into the low 30s throughout the rest of the week, and pretty beautiful with that monsoonal flow. So yeah, that is all for right now, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, could you please post them down there in the comment box below? Always appreciate your feedback. Always also appreciate it when you just let me know that you watched this all the way through. I'm always afraid by these 5-minute mark people are tuning out. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and stay safe out there. Bye.